friends, welcome to our channel, Mornings at Sunrise Cottage. My name is Vicki Ann, and today we're going to be going to the Buff City Soap Company in London, Kentucky, and we're going to be looking at my entry area. So, we went to visit Buff City Soap the other day. I've been wanting to go there for actually months because it looks so good from the road, but I just had been too busy to go. So we just took the time to go. And these are bath bombs here. They had a ton of those things. And if you'll notice also, they have a men's line. I thought it looked so good. Everything in there smelled wonderfully good. And then their soaps, most of them are $7. And those little button looking things in the back, those are soap dishes. Aren't those cute? I just may have to go back and get me one of those. In fact, I am going to be doing a lot of my Christmas shopping at this store because I liked it so good. There's some more of the men's line. Then over here was a lot of the, I think this is hand wash or something like that. I'm not sure exactly. And this was soap whip. So it's like a whipped soap. And then you can buy the sponges there, and the soap whip is $15. And these are the little balls that you put in your dryer. And then you can also add essential oils to these, and they don't sell those, but you can do that. But here is their soap powder, and I think they had two different kinds over there. And here is the cinnamon swirl. I thought that was wonderful. And the pumpkin spice, I like that. Fall for You, I also really like that. They had soap for every taste. Here's the white jasmine. And I thought this one was so cute. I didn't buy this one, but the reason I didn't is it was so pretty. I knew I would never use that soap. This is Sunday morning. And these, the little blue things you saw, are things you can put your soap in and use those so that you don't waste any of the soap. So you get to use it all the way down to the end. This is Egotist. They do have some odd names, guys. This was the Rose. They tell you the name and then they tell you what it smells like. And then, I'm not sure if it shows it in this video, but there are some soaps named after the towns that has the stores in them. And there are not a lot of those in Kentucky, but there's also one in Georgetown. And I think maybe Louisville. I'm not sure where the rest of them are, but there are a few of those spread throughout Kentucky. This was the lavender and has shea. And I think that those go up to 8, and I think I saw one soap that was 9. That's the whipped body butter. They have a lot of different lines in their store. Those are their best sellers there. That cherry almond, I really wanted to try that. I may get that for myself the next time I go. Magnolia. Palm limbs. And they had shower oils also. All Hail the Queen. So they definitely have some unusual names for their soaps. Coconut. They have 2 different coconuts. Black Raspberry Vanilla. That sounds like a good soap. And then I got my eye on all this soap powder. So I went over and had a little closer look at that. And when I go back, I'm going to get one of their little wooden scoops. I think they're $4. And if you'll notice there, you can get a sample of the soap powder to see if you like it. And the sample's $2, and it actually just does 1 load of laundry, but it does give you an opportunity to see how it works before you invest in the big old bottles, big old plastic containers of the soap. There's lotion bars. And they have 2 different stations where they make the soap, and this is one of them. They don't really have a schedule like every Monday they make soap or whatever. Just sometimes when you go in, they will be making it, and at others they won't. The day I was in, they did not make any soap. I also went back over and I looked at their face care line, and I'd like to try some of that also. Then they have a mystery box when you could just pick up and you can buy the mystery box. But remember, it's Buff City Soap in London, Kentucky. And at the end of this, I'm going to tell you what I purchased that day. There's their other station, and it was a big station there. Here's what I purchased. I purchased the pumpkin spice, and I also purchased the sample of the clean soap. Now, moving right along. This is my entry. I started off with just an old white dresser and mirror that I'd got at the Peddler's Mall in Richmond, Kentucky, probably 15 years ago. And what we did, Neil and I painted it white, and we painted the pools a light pale blue. And that worked for a long time. And then when we downsized and moved, we left that with Chase and Robin upstairs in their guest room over the garage. So where she's moving, she really didn't have any use for it. So I brought it back and I antiqued it kind of. And I took all the pulls off. I cleaned it real good on the inside and out before I antiqued it. And then I spray painted those pulls. They look black in the picture, and actually they're a real dark gray, a really pretty color of gray that you can't even see here. Then I had the idea that I would actually paint the mirror itself. That didn't work out. I think you have to use a spray paint. I was trying to use something else. So I painted a little bit on that, and then we cleaned it back off, and we just cleaned the mirror real good and put it up. And this is what I added to my entry. I was trying to get everything that I associate with fall. Fall leaves, and I added 2 different types of leaves there and kind of entwined them and put those up. And then I had the autumn sign, and that's got some red in it. And that's everything, when I was looking at that really goes toward autumn for me. And then I love little trucks, and those are autumn colors there. And I put a white pumpkin there. And then I put this lantern that I had, and that fake apple pie, and the old basket there. It's not really that old, probably 10 years old, that I got at the this and that store in Hyden. And then I got that little thankful thing from Hobby Lobby. And I went to Walmart the other day and I saw those cute little pumpkins with the gold. And they look so good that I had to grab one of those and stick that on it. I changed this a little around just a little bit from the first time that I showed it. And it's going to be changed every week because on Fridays I clean everything off because Jude's coming in and he has to play with all my little pretties that I put up, and sometimes they're the worst for wear when he gets through with them. So I find the easiest thing to do is just move the bottom ones off and part of the top. And of course this is my little picture that I like so good. And then in here I added one thing to this, and that's this little piece of pottery that Robin, my daughter-in-law, picked up for me when she was on vacation last year, and I love that, so I had to add that. I hadn't unpacked it at that time when I first did this. Then I forgot, but we did a little bit of work in our grandchildren room. This is the grandchildren room, and we have 2 greats and 1 grandchild that are near the same age, within 2 years. So I purchased this little bed here because we've got one that can use it and one that's on the way to using it. So we got one of those little beds, kind of like the ones that, well, I think that is an IKEA bed, that's got the little slats in the bottom. And we added this little gray headboard and a mattress from Walmart, and I'm telling you, that thing felt so good. I just laid down on it. It felt so good. And we got this the cover to put over, and this is a real good one. I got that at Walmart too. It just zips up all the way around, and this is what it looked like when I got through the bed. I got a little gray spread, an old-fashioned one, kind of reminded me of the ones that my grandma used to have. And this is what the one in the living room, how it was painted before. Now I'm also going to change this. I'm actually going to paint the top of this gray, and then I'm going to change the blue pulls to gray pulls, and then I'm going to antique it a little bit. But that's just the start of it. And then we got the other bed over here, and that's for our little kids when they're in. And we've got some decorations up on the wall. That's the farm that was in Jude's nursery. Then we have a changing table and a dresser over there. And I don't know if you noticed that little quilt that was hanging on the edge, but that was a quilt that I had made out of both of my sons' blue jeans, and I just added little scraps that I'd kept from their blue jeans when they were younger. And then this is a piece we got from IKEA that was in front of our window in our other house, and we put it here for right now. And then we've got more of our little farm decor on the wall for the kids. And I will be changing the toppers. That's just some I had from home, and I put those up till I have a chance to get out and get some more. And then of course I had to put that pumpkin pillow, and there's some grays in that. You really can't see it. It looks more tan. Then I'm doing a final sweep. Thanks, friends, for joining us today. May God be with you and your family and bless you this week. And please join us again next Tuesday when we will have another video up of what we've been up to this week. You never can tell what we're going to be doing, so come back and join us. Bye, friends. Oh, and if you get a chance, visit Buff City Soaps in London, Kentucky.